husband used a bush knife and chopped me on my arm.
Two men are brought to my OT and they both are chopped. The other one chopped on the head and the other one is chopped on the left foot.
The most frequent injury is being caused by the bush knife.
Concerning violence, even though I am from Tari, I am always scared.
Axe wounds as well can be very bad. So that's actually the most frequent thing, and stabbing wounds with knives.
Bush knife are used to chop bushes, and it's a bit long, about 70 centimeters long, with a small handle like this, wooden handle.
Kaya keva.
Ardori.
Ardori. Sigen oh hangu ni doctor madar rago hadar belo anda for home.
My husband chopped me.
Pida ro ha uri o tibi tibida.
My money, total of 180 kina, was taken by my husband's co-wife. So I went and asked for my money. It was a sitting together, so are you going to return my money, 180 kina? And the husband got irritated and just grabbed the bush knife and came and chopped my hand. Family violence is very common in the Tari area because of this polygamy. And in other cases in family violence, like brothers fighting each other or co-wives or sisters and brothers, uncles or cousins, it's mostly about land. They fight over a land, a piece of land or a pig, food in the garden, all this, just this kind of stuff that they fight about.
Tari is located in the Southern Highlands, and it's one part of the Highlands which is known for its violence, clan fighting, which has existed since ancient times between different clans. But now we also see an increase in family and sexual violence.
Two men came into my OT, both are chopped by bush knife, one on the left foot and one on the head.
You see, even in this 21st century, people coming in with spear wounds from bow and arrow, and unbelievable. You have to operate in a serious business. I mean, it's not just a small injury, it's really serious business though.
MSF did an assessment in Tari in April 2008, and they found that there was no provision of surgical care in this hospital. It being a very violent region, and but there are also other issues like infection, which may need surgical care. MSF decided to start up a surgical program.
We're having a lot of necrosis on the hand side. Good morning. On the hand side and the hand side of this, and we try to clean it up, and it's stable now. Can you elevate your hand? Up in hand. Good.
The incident had happened when she was traveling from her home to the market. She met her sister and her sister's husband arguing, and they've been fighting and arguing.
The moment she came in, I told her already that the arm is very bad, and we tried to save the hand. And now we're challenging a lot of problems, but I still try to save her hand. It's not a functional hand anymore, but it's much better than just do an amputation through the lower arm or the forearm.
Her sister's husband just came direct to her, ran towards her and said, "Why are you asking that question to us? Is it your business?" And he pulled his bush knife out and then just chopped her off.
Without MSF there would be no surgery, so a lot of people wouldn't have proper surgical care. And that will give a lot of more problems for these people, I think. I think quite a few people would die without MSF being here.
I think that every human being also needs psychological care if they have experienced violence, because it does not only causes injuries to the bodies, but it also causes injuries to the soul of the person, because they might not know how to go back to their family after something like that has happened. They might not know how to go on living with this violence they might have in their family.
Most of our clients here at the Family Support Center are survivors of family violence, and quite severe family violence. They have come with chopped hands and huge bruises and bleeding lacerations. It's important to have counselors who are locals and national staff, because they know the culture. They teach me very much about this culture, things that I could not have known before.
During the counseling session, you suggested some coping strategies, and you made some good points about how to control emotions, especially in anger. So when I went back home, I followed whatever we discussed during the session, and my tempers cooled down.
Even though the violence is very much normalized in this society and it's so common, people still feel very bad after they have committed some violent act. Like we have husbands bringing their wives to the Family Support Center after they have been beating them red and blue and yellow, and they feel very bad and they are very sorry for what they did. And often we hear husbands say that they just don't know how to talk to their wives.
Of course, it feels strange somehow to walk up to people who are brightly smiling at us and shaking our hands, and at the same time you might think that maybe this person has just beaten his wife or has beaten his children or has raped a woman. But I also think we need to understand the culture of people. I think we need to walk a little bit away from our Western values, and we have to try and see it through their eyes as well.
So the expectation is to mobilize him tomorrow with crutches. You shouldn't stand on the leg in the first time and mobilize him, because mobilizing is very important. Life is movement.
Movement is life.
That's it.
It is important to remember that this is also a changing culture, but change cannot come about in just a few years. And with being in this hospital and providing this safe haven within the hospital and giving a good example to people, I think we are also able to provide one step to this change coming.